rich, they have property, they have grass, they have acres and acres of land, they have livestock, and they have plenty of grass for survival and water. But then there is me, who we just have a few cattle for survival, just to make sure that we survive, we have food, you can at least go to school, you can go to a public institution, they can pay for your fee, and you're good to go. So what happens when I do not have any grass with me? I will go to June's father. Yeah, I'll tell him, you know what, just give me a section. I want to, have my cows feed there for some time. So how do I pay them? Do I have money? I don't have money, Kevin. So the closest thing that I can use to pay up is to give out my girl for marriage.
You sell her off.
Yes, you sell her off.
It's not even sell, you're trading her.
You're trading. You're not selling, because what kind of value is that?
Exactly.
Yes, so you're trading them. And you give them out for marriage, I had a conversation with a girl some time back from Narok. And it really saddened my heart. Because honestly, I felt like it was just like talking. And it's very sad that at times when I have these conversations online, you find that a Maasai leader or someone calls you and like, hey, why do you keep on lying about this conversation? I am not lying. I heard from someone who had already gone through it.
The people who actually think you lie.
People think I lie.
That's so sad.
Why would I lie, for heaven's sake? And it's very bad that in as much as she was talking to me about it, she couldn't really, there's nothing she could do about it. Because I'm there, I have kids already, my life is moving on. And I mean, it happened, but just talk about it so that no one else goes through it. So you're given out for marriage, and culturally, there are areas that still uphold culture so much. And I'm not saying culture is bad. I love my culture. I love my tradition, and I uphold it so much. But there are some practices that are not just right. Because what value does it add to a girl to get?
Yeah, but do they get? I mean, this is such a deep-seated issue, because obviously people are taking advantage of vulnerable citizens.
Yes.
How does the county government come in? Do they have enough resources to deal with these types of issues? Do they partner with people like you, to navigate communities and have conversations with men and just community leaders, for example? Is enough being done, to at least give the people hope, to restore, safety, just to have a sense of calm? Yeah. Especially when we're dealing with young girls.
The county government is supportive. In all the counties that I have been to, all Maasai community counties that I have been, we're talking about Narok, Kajiado, Samburu, I have been to those counties having these conversations. And I would say much of my projects I have been doing in Kajiado County through Isiland Community-Based Organization. I've been working in Narok County with DJ Queen Foundation, and also I've been working in Samburu counties with Reto Foundation. So, I would first like to say that the county government is very supportive in terms of even allowing you to access those areas, in terms of connecting you to such communities, having conversations with them, joining us in such conversations. They have been very supportive. But Kevin, enough is never enough.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, because this is a whole work that needs support in terms of finances, So it is more of, in as much as we'd really like to move to different extents and we'd like to reach to different parts of the counties, but we do not have enough support to get to those areas.
More can be done. Yeah.
We have organizations coming in, but and we also have policies that protect girls from this, FGM is banned constitutionally, and there's a whole system that protects us, but it's not everywhere that this information goes to. There are still communities that do FGM or practice FGM at 2 a.m. when everyone is asleep, when someone is having their third dream. In the morning, everything is done.
And
then in the morning, we just go there and milk like nothing happened. So what do you do? And you're confined in the same area. You can't run anywhere.
Climate anxiety.
Yeah.
It's so all these things have a trickle-down effect due to, the climate.
Yeah.
So, how do people cope? How do you even stay emotionally sane? Young girls going to school, parents, you've got daughters only, you're wondering, oh my God, are they going to stay safe?
Yeah.
What's being done to just, help guys, have a sense of sanity, knowing very well that anyone can take advantage of people around, right?
Dealing with climate anxiety is just knowing that it is happening and it has happened, and it's not a matter of me only. Like see ati mimi nimekata ile mti ndio maana upepo inapitia hapa sana. It is something that you have seen it coming slow by slow.
Yeah.
So in as much as we have all this pressure coming in, but dealing with climate anxiety is more of accepting. You must accept that.
This is a new reality.
Yeah, we like it or not, it's happening and it's here with us. So it's like more of a coping mechanism. Yeah. So by coping with this, by knowing how to deal, if I was using 50 liters of water per day, and now I'm using 10. If I was using 50 plates, not 50 is too much. Let's say 10 plates in a day. I start using 1. When I have my ugali, I finish, then I give my husband, he uses. My children use it. So dealing with it in such a way that you're like, okay, it is here with us, there's nothing much we can do. But just realizing and knowing that if we do not do anything, then this is going to hit us back badly. So also dealing on climate anxiety is more of a polite reminder that you guys, there are people who are coming to support this community. Embrace them. Because if you like it or not, climate change is here with us, and you must work with them. Otherwise, this climate anxiety is going to be bad.
You mentioned Gen Zs earlier. And one thing Gen Zs are big on is storytelling. Because obviously due to this gadget. So storytelling is a big thing. The arts are a big thing when it comes to this generation of Kenyans. You know, culture. You know, we're very proud of our cultures, and I like that about younger Kenyans. What role do you think arts, culture, and of course storytelling plays when it comes to spreading the word about climate crisis? And is it working? Are Kenyans taking this conversation with a sense of urgency?
Oh yeah. The other thing is that gadgets are really bringing life to the meaning of life. In as much as there's so many things to decide on how to use your gadget, I believe that having technology with us and innovation has been one powerful tool that we have gotten. Storytelling, I believe, is a huge plus towards addressing the issue of climate change, because this is the best way that I would use to have a conversation with an elderly person in the village who doesn't really know much about climate, where we will have a conversation with them, where they'll tell me like, unajua kitambo kulikuwa na mwezi wa mvua, kulikuwa na mwezi wa jua, kulikuwa na mwezi wa kiangazi, you know? They know it, so they tell me about it. And for me now we are relating because they have been on earth, of course, for a longer time. They tell me, now you see, squeeze hata ijanesha mpaka December. They are able to storytell to us. So basically that is like telling you, me, I don't have the energy, but nisha kuambia venye tulikuwa tunaishi kitambo. So take the next steps from here. Like I've already like given you info, like nimeku brief.
I've given you the foundation.
Yes, foundation. So take it from here.
Right.
So also in working on climate advocacy, when you're talking about adaptation, it is more of, we already know what works. We already know how life or what worked in the past. And you already know how far we are going. When you talk about art, we have music. And I said we have songs, right?
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Do you guys have a section where we can just come here and sing? I bring the women in this organization. We come and sing.
I will look at that stage, the way it's so big.
Wow.
Will they fit over there? They should. If they can't, we'll go to KTN. This standard is a massive creative space.
But I'm just looking at that is art, you know? Where women just sit down and have these conversations, and they're like, this is how it was. People love songs. People love music. You know, if I ask you how many songs you've listened to today, you tell me a number.
Countless,
you know, and it's part of us. You know, using music as a powerful tool to advocate for some of the practices or some of the things that we see would be better for us and for the world as a whole. So I know we had mentioned about the role of men, like is are men coming in? We have men who are leading the change. We have organizations like Men and FGM. I don't know if you heard of them.
No, I haven't.
But they are leading change. You know, this is not a conversation like we are talking about climate change and women and girls. We're not leaving behind the men, because at the end of the day, when the cows are running sick and they're dying or they're being carried away by floods.
Right.
Me as a woman, I don't feel it. But the man of the house feels it because he knows how much he has to tire, how much he has to go looking for pasture in order to get the pasture and support their family. So such stories, bringing such stories and having conversations with men on the table, they give us insights.
It's true.
Yes.
And a sense of hope.
And a sense of hope.
Yeah, because let's face it, when it comes to, people who've been victimized due to the effects of climate change, I hate to say this, but men mostly are the perpetrators. It is what it is. Moving forward, as Miss Climate Kenya, obviously, you become a symbol of leadership and hope within your community, and not just in Kajiado, but also Kenya at large.
Yeah.
How has this sense of responsibility changed who you are? What have you learned about yourself? Because I can sense you have so much passion when it comes to, conversations about climate advocacy.
Yeah.
What have you learned about yourself now that you have, this massive responsibility?
Well, I have learned that I am the best. That is one.
Yeah.
In as much as I have my own strengths and weaknesses, I have learned over time that I am the best version of myself that I could ever have in this life.
Nice.
And I have also learned that no one is so special.
Right.
We were all created by God.
Yeah.
God had a purpose why He placed us in different parts of the world, and just seeing progress, and just seeing that things work out. If I give it a try, it will work out. If I give a step, it will work out.
Yeah.
If I dare dream, it works. So just believing that Evans are the best.
Yeah.
It has been the greatest lesson that I have learned.
I love
and that
it.
every single thing is possible.
Yeah.
If I tell you that in my first few months of being Miss Climate, let me tell you, I had never dreamt of meeting the president in person.
We'll talk about that. Go you.
Oh my goodness.
When did you meet him?
I was in Kaptagat. The
Nice,
time
yeah.
I had been sent with Miss Jude. We've been working with her for a long time.
I can tell.
With we had been sent over for work with Kenya Forest Service, and I must say they have been really supportive in environmental protection and adaptation, also and mitigation. So they honestly gave me a platform to go behind the desk. You see where the president just comes and looks at brochures and then passes.
Yeah.
And then he just passed.
Yeah.
That commotion and all that.
Yeah.
He passed. And then I felt like, oh my God, you're tanginisalimia. Mbona sinisalimia manze?
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know, for some reason he came back and he said hi. And I
He was like, wait,
what
breaks.
did I see?
Akarudi. Who's that beauty over there?
Who be that?
Who be that?
Who be that? And that just happened.
Nice.
And at that point I realized, like, wait, no one in my village, in my age, has met the president. Well, it might not seem like something very big, but to me, those are things that I never dreamt of,
Yo, that's
There
a
are
big
things like,
thing.
manze ni kitu yenye nilikuwa naona mimi msichana wa kijiji, mimi niko shamba fulani,
Yes,
yani mimi hata
yes.
nikipatana na mse kama tu MCA. Yeah, but
Hey,
but
Dorcas.
God has just graced me in miraculous ways.
Exactly. Yeah,
just
yeah,
meeting
yeah.
everyone. My leaders from my area are very supporting. My county, my governor, the best people in the
You
world.
see yourself getting into, higher positions of leadership, maybe siasa?
Yeah, sijui.
Yeah?
Sijui. Mseme kwa comment
they're saying
section.
in 2027, they want Gen Zs there, and I can tell you're a Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Eh?
I'm looking at it.
You're still weighing your options, eh?
No, it's not an option. It's a matter of... No, I'll have to go back to the community. They have to tell me if I have led them.
You sound like a politician already. I have to, I have to inquire.
The council of elders must tell me.
Let me
if I
ask you,
should.
this is really inspiring because I'm sure there are girls listening to you right now,
Yeah.
young Kenyans, and they're saying, you know what? They're telling their parents maybe, they're talking to their friends and they say, I want to be like Dorcas one day.
Yeah.
She's doing an amazing job. She's on the ground. She's adding value.
Yeah.
Talking about real Kenyan problems, not just Kenyan, global issues.
Yeah.
What is your message to young Kenyans, the young girl listening to you right now? What would you tell them?
Hey, inawezekana. It is possible. Yeah. So early this year, I was really thinking of. I went through my social media accounts, and I was just looking at how did we get here?
How
did I get here? Because at some point I felt like I am tired. I felt like I'm depressed. I felt like I can't do it anymore. I felt like I'm pushing too much, but so much, not too much. So much, but I still don't have a job. I felt like I just felt like I needed more,
Yeah.
And then I took some time, instead of looking at so much that I do not have, I started giving thanks to what I already have. So going through my social media really reminded me a lot. And just something came to me, and I said, from today henceforth, through my platforms, let every single girl, not just Maasai or indigenous girls, let every girl in this world know that it is possible. Rising up from a girl who went, by the way, carried firewood in primary.
Oh, nice.
And water.
Yeah.
Nice, Kevin. Did
Come
you carry?
on. There's a lot of lessons you can learn from carrying firewood. Our parents carried firewood as well. You don't like the fact that you carried firewood?
No,
you walked long distances.
I walked long distances.
Okay, maybe you can say
through
that.
Zebras and wild beasts in the morning.
Come on, but you see now it's made you a leader. It's toughened you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mimi nimenyoa nywele, nimekuja kuguza nywele yangu high school
You have
from
a sense
3.
of humor. Let me ask you something, Dorcas. Honestly, all jokes aside, have you got any projects you're working on? Any initiatives? How can we work with you? How can we partner with you? How can we support you? How can we share your story even more and more? What's going on?
All right. So, Kevin, yes, we have so many projects going on. One, I would say at a community level, because I have an organization. So we have monthly projects with my organization where we work closely with women and girls, not leaving the youth behind, because, Gen Zote.
Yeah.
So we're working together. Yes.
Yeah.
So here we have monthly projects where our main pillars are education, environmental protection, ending FGM, ending early marriage, and talent.
Nice.
Yes. So with these 5 pillars, we closely work with individuals from different parts of the county, government of Kajiado, of course, because that is where we are in the region at the moment. Because we are like, let us first find a farm foundation. Let us see, what we are doing. Wacha tuone matokeo kwanza before we move as a foundation and things like that. So now we are working with those projects. Every month we have a project. Institution, we visit schools. We visit gazetted forests where we do tree growing, of course, not planting, Kevin. Tree growing.
I get you.
Tree growing, making sure that they survive.
Yeah.
And people can come in. We also have education on IT. People should understand, more on technology, IT, and
also training programs.
Training programs, we have them.
Nice.
And those are some of the avenues that people can come through. People can come in. People can loop in. We also have cleanup activities in towns, major towns. We have sensitization programs in institutions. We also visit churches. And this week, we'll be having an activity, one for Mazingira Day at in Kitengela town. And on Saturday, we'll also be having an activity at Baraka Worship Ministry. That's a church where we'll be growing 200 tree seedlings in a church.
Good one.
So it's not like we are focusing much in schools and institutions, no, but we are also focusing on churches, government institutions.
So what's your contact information?
You can write to me through email.
Put it out there.
Email at missclimatekenya.1, because I'm the first one, emeritus missclimate @gmail.com. You can also reach out to me through Instagram at missclimatekenya, Twitter at missclimatekenya, Facebook at missclimatekenya. Where did I live?
TikTok?
Oh, of course. Miss Climate Kenya.
Yeah, I like
TikTok,
that.
Miss Climate Kenya.
I want to wrap up like this before I let you go.
Yeah.
If you had a conversation with Mother Earth right now, what do you think it would tell you about our situation as humans, this whole climate crisis that we're going through?
Okay. I think Mother Earth will say that there's hope. Yeah. Because, of course, it doesn't want to discourage us not to keep going. But the damage has been done. It has been made. But I think it will really whisper that there is hope. Keep doing what you're doing. Let people keep doing what they're doing. Encourage others to do what you're doing.
Nice.
Yeah. So there is hope.
Yeah, the good stuff. I like that. There's hope.
Yeah.
June has been very, very relaxed over here. June is Miss Kenya Forestry. I know we're going to have a conversation about the forest cover in the country. We've had issues. Kenyans have been ranting about Karura. They would want to hear what you have to say about this. So I'm going to invite you in a few days to come right here on that hot seat. But thank you so much for also coming through, June.
Welcome, Kevin.
Asante sana.
Yeah.
It's been real. All right, guys, that has been the one, the only Miss Climate Kenya 2023 and 2025. Is it to 2025 or to end 2025?
And 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one.
It might be convincing to go to 2027 as
Exactly.
I move to a political. If my elders agree.
You've done a good job. Lazima ufike 2027. Dorcus Naishorua. Right, like I said, Miss Climate Kenya 2023-2025, and it's been about the voices from the frontline, a Maasai woman's fight for climate justice. Asante sana, Dorcas.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for
All
having
right,
me.
Sasawa. When we come back, more conversations. Right now, Mary J. Blige with My Life.
94.4 Spice FM, Nairobi.